สวัสดีครับผมพอพัทรพลศิลปาจารย์ครับผมมีงานอยู่2แบบด้วยกันนะครับก็คืองานบันเทิงกับไม่บันเทิงฮะบันเทิงก็คืออย่างเช่นการเล่นละครเป็นนักแสดงพิธีกรดีเจนักร้องพิธีกรอีเวนต์อ่านสปอตโฆษณาส่วนงานไม่บันเทิงก็คือบริษัทที่หุ้นกับเพื่อนๆอย่างเช่นบริษัทยานะครับที่เราถือหุ้นอยู่นะครับหรือว่าสถานีโทรทัศน์ดาวเทียมที่เราถือหุ้นอยู่ถามว่าได้เงินเยอะไหมมันได้แต่ว่ามันแลกมาด้วยเวลาแล้วก็สุขภาพแล้วก็ความเครียดที่มันไม่สามารถที่จะเอาคืนกลับมาได้เมื่อมี financial freedom แล้วเนี่ยเหมือนคุณทำงานบ้านเรื่องเงินเสร็จแล้วคุณไม่ต้องมายุ่งกับมันอีกเลยที่เหลือจากนั้นคือใช้ชีวิตตลอดไป
Good afternoon. How are you guys? My name is Paul. My full name is Pattarapon, but let's stick to Paul, okay? Let me say that it is an honor for me to be here, and this is going to be my first time ever doing this in English. So I must apologize in advance, but I'll try my best, okay? But I guarantee that this 30 minutes will change your life forever. Now first let me tell you a little bit about myself. I was born in a small town called Phuket. Anyone knows Phuket? Okay, a tourist spot. And I lived there until 15, and I went to the US as a foreign exchange student. And then I came back to Thailand and got my bachelor's degree in international business. And then I also got my MBA from Chulalongkorn University with Sasin Business School of Management, which is the #1 MBA in Thailand. Thank you. Since I was little, I had a very clear goal. My goal was to retire young, because I always thought that there was much more to life than just work, going to the office, something like traveling the world and being with yourself and giving back to others. So around at the age of 20, I started working, and it was my first time that I had to pay tax. So I had to see a financial planner because I wanted to ask, how to plan my tax. And we had like about an hour meeting. So towards the end of the conversation of the meeting, he asked me a few questions. And the first question was, he asked me, Paul, when do you plan to retire? And I said, 45 would be nice. And I thought that would be the end. And he asked a few more questions, which were quite overwhelming actually. He asked actually many questions. For example, how many children do you plan to have? I replied, 2. And how many wives would you like to have? I replied, 1. And I still reply, 1. Okay, will your kids study abroad or in Thailand? Will they play golf? Will they play piano? What kind of healthcare would you like? What kind of travel would you want to, basically what kind of life I want to lead. And he asked me one more question, which is probably the most shocking question ever. He asked me, and when do you plan to die? Okay. So I thought, actually I never thought about that, but 80? So he looked down at his computer, he punched in the numbers, and he looked at me and he said, well, with that lifestyle you just told me, if you want to retire at 45 and die at 80, you would need about 300 million baht, which is equivalent to 10 million US dollars. And I almost fell out of my chair. What? I thought a million would be okay, but seriously, 10 million US dollars? But actually that's it, that's the end of the meeting. So at that time, I had a goal, a number in my mind. It was 10 million US dollars. So I started to work and actually find anything that would make a lot of money. Almost anything besides, dealing drugs. So I have 2 types of work. The boring one and the more boring one. Which one would you want to hear first? Let's start with the boring one, okay? I have to use this thing. Okay. Now, the boring one is entertainment. At the age of, actually around 19, it's like a law of attraction, because I wanted to make a lot of money, right? Remember? So, what kind of job would make a lot of money at a very young age without a degree? And then entertainment or show business found me. So, in the business, there's a technical term called a triple threat. You know what that means? A triple threat is a person who can do 3 or more things at the same time. Like for example, Larry King, he's a DJ, TV host, and actor. I'm also a triple threat. I'm an actor, I'm a TV host, I'm a singer, I'm a DJ, I'm a VJ, I'm a model. Because I wanted to make a lot of money, so I had to work a lot, right? I must tell you this, I didn't get into the business because I enjoyed acting. Everyone knows this, right? The equation X equals Y. Who's heard of this? May I see the hands, please? X equals Y. Well, I must confess that I like the Y, I don't like the X, okay? I have 0 gift, 0 talent. 10 years is all hard work and practice, okay? So, let's take a look at the boring version, okay? This is acting. Oh, sorry, I think I turned it off. Okay, oh, right here. Oh, again, sorry. Okay, acting. The boring version, okay? Now again, I must tell you that I enjoy the Y and not the X, okay? It's a Saturday afternoon, so well, we can have fun and meaningful meeting at the same time, right? Okay, acting, of course, makes a lot of money, but my life was pretty horrible, actually. I would have to get up at 5 in the morning and arrive at the set 7 o'clock and finish shooting around 10 p.m. Of course, when you're a leading role, you're in every scene. I would arrive home around midnight, and that's not done yet. I have to remove my makeup and read a script for the next day. So basically, I was having 3 to 5 hours of sleep every day. And I was doing this for 10 years. I made a lot of money, but zero time. I mean zero time. Now, I'm also a TV host. TV host makes, of course, a lot of money also. But you know what makes more money than a TV host? An event MC. Do you guys have that here too, right? I could make 10,000 US dollars in one day. I could do 3 events, one maybe in the morning from 10 to noon, and 2 to 4, a press conference, and a 5 to 9. That's one day. So back then, time was money. And actually, health was money also. Anything that I could, make money, I would trade everything for it. So, but remember my goal? My goal was to save what? 10 million US dollars, but I wasn't saving enough. So I knew that I had to expand myself. I had to have my own business. So when I was 25, I opened my first company, and it's a TV production company. Because I had the knowledge, I had the connection, and I could be the host. Save cost. All in one. So I was producing 3 TV shows. Per show, we could generate roughly 1 to 2 million US dollars per year. Per show. So I was making more money now, right? But still, it wasn't fast enough to earn 10 million US dollars before age of 45, right? So what do you think I did? Expanded. I had to get my hands into a larger business, and that was wellness, pharmaceutical. And my friends and I, about 3 years ago, formed a company called CAPP Group Thailand, or CAP Group Thailand. And let me show you our products real quick. These are our blockbuster drugs. Number 1, here, Capra. Capra, well, in short, it's basically like Viagra. It's just safe and natural, so it's a big hit. And this is Cool Cap. It reduces fever naturally. We do everything all natural products. So our first year sales was about 3 to 4 million US dollars also. And that's our billboard at MBK, if you've been to Bangkok. That's our PR news. Okay. So how's my life so far? Pretty good? Not bad, huh? And you're wondering, what the heck am I doing here, right? Okay, let me explain. Like all of you, 3.5 years ago, I got a phone call. From actually a good friend of mine, okay? I was driving actually, and on the phone, Kun Bell said, well, Paul, I'm looking forward to diversify my business. But I have to tell you this, Kun Bell is a billionaire in Thailand, okay? He owns one of the largest paint companies in Thailand. Revenue per year is over 1 billion baht per year. Not small, it's huge. So, as I was driving, okay, well, let's talk. So I went to see him at his house. So he explained that it was about wellness. So I thought, excellent choice, because it's the next big thing. And how are you going to market it? Well, through network marketing. Come again? Network marketing. I'm sorry? Yes, network marketing. So there was a complete silence for about 30 seconds. In my mind, I was saying this, a billionaire gone mad. Seriously? I was in total shock because I'm not sure about you guys, but me personally, I wasn't very fond of network marketing. Now, how many of you are like me? Okay. Feel free to raise your hands. Short story. When I was young, when I was 10 years old, my grades weren't so good, so my mom has to find me a few tutors. And one of them was my English tutor, okay? So as he was teaching me one day, he asked me, well, I need to see your mom. So I thought, he's gonna complain about me with my mom, to my mom. So okay, so I scheduled an appointment. 10 years old, okay, 10 years old. So when he went to my house, he met my mom, and he asked my mom to go into the bathroom. Yes, the bathroom. I thought, why would they meet in the bathroom? But anyway, 10 years old, so I followed. I wanted to hear what they were saying. And this is the image that I'll never forget forever. I saw my tutor, my teacher, he was cleaning basically my bathroom. And he was in network marketing. With another company starts with an A. And the end is a Y. Do you know what that is? Really? Okay. So, let's say, imagine if you were me, a 10-year-old kid, saw that. Would he want to join network marketing when he grows up? Of course not. So, it was never in my mind. But that's not all, okay? So, when I started my own company, I had a few employees, right? I had this one assistant, a male assistant. He would always come up to me and ask, okay, I think first time he asked, Paul, do you love your mom? Of course, man. Well, if you do, you need a good pure water for your mom. And here it is, a water purifier. So advanced that it cleans everything. So okay, all right, how much? Just tell me how much and I'll help you, okay? So I helped him out. A few months later, he came up to me and asked, do you love your dad? If you do, you need clean air for your dad. Okay, stop right there. How much? And we gave him the money, and he was very happy. So I always thought that this business is so small. It's for people with little income. And that's not all. Since I'm an actor, right, I'm pretty famous, so I do a lot of commercials. I would do commercials for banks, real estate companies, and one of the brands, of course, is a network marketing company for 3 years. So I met a few of the leaders. So I thought I knew what it was all about. It was about selling products and demonstrating products and little income for housewives, and you have to be pretty persistent to be able to achieve this. And that's why I thought Bell was gone crazy. But when I listened to him 20 more minutes, that 20 minutes changed my life forever. At the end, he asked, frankly, Paul, if this project can help you retire within 3 to 5 years, and you can have money, time, and health at the same time, 100% happiness, would you like to join us? I said, of course, man. So, since then, I started to check out more information. A lot of people often ask me, do you believe Bell since day one? I said, yes, 100%. I just wasn't sure if Bell was lied to. So I had to do my own investigation, my own due diligence, if you will. I've joined this business for 3.5 years, but you cannot count year one because it's all investigation. But you don't need to take that long anymore, okay? I can save you that time. So when I first went to UDC Thailand headquarters and Uni Power functions like these, I met Thai elites, the best of the best in every industry. Top employee who was making more than 35,000 US dollars per month. A Wharton graduate. And business owners with sales per year over 1 billion baht. And there's not just one, many of them. Top-notch doctors like Maton. And there are many of them. And I kept asking myself, there must be something that they know and I don't. So I had to look more and more and more. And then I found out that because they're here for happiness, they're not here for money anymore. If it's just money, they can have money. And they can find money any second, any day, but they want 100% happiness. So I started to compare my life and Happy Life Project. Actually, I could go on for days, but let me share with you a couple of points that really got me, okay? Made me really understand and chose Unicity and to retire with Unicity, okay? Number one is this word, success that can never stop. Success that can never be finished. You've listened to my life story, right? Do you think I'm successful? I'm pretty successful, I think. And you guys are very successful also, I'm sure. But let me ask you this, when can you stop working? When can you retire? The question is, you don't know, right? And I ask myself that too. I don't know. It's like swimming in an ocean. There's no end in sight. Who feels that way now? Can I see your hand, please? Who feels that way now? There's no end in sight. With this project, it's like swimming in a swimming pool. 50 meters, and you know that's the end. When I touch that finish line, I can get out of the pool, dry myself up, and I can go anywhere because I'm done. And I understand it's why it's called a project. Because there's day one, and there's last day. There's end in sight, there's end date. But with the conventional business, you can end your business too, and then your income will stop. That's why you can never stop, right? So, I also look at the future of myself, my future self, by just looking at the people who are more successful. I went back to look at successful people in the conventional business. I've interviewed many people in my life. I host this TV show called VIP. Any of you, you've never seen it, sorry. But you can Google it, okay. The show is called VIP. Anyone who can be on this show is only the top ones. Successful people from every areas of life. I've interviewed, hundreds of billionaires. Actually, there's this one case that I'm very impressed, okay? He's 74 years old. At our studio, VIP, right? There are two hosts, myself and another lady. We interview guests. We have a desk, a big desk, okay? And the guests would sit right here. And before they appear, they would have to walk down from backstage. It's a very small 5 steps, stairs. He's 74. Now he was sitting as waiting and checking the lights, if it was looking good already. So So the backstage people came and asked me to go back to the stage. Sir, please wait in the back. We'll start shooting in a few minutes. And he said to the guy, I'm sorry, I can't do that. And we thought we must have pissed him off or something. He must be pretty angry or something. But actually, no, he was very polite. He said, no, I'm sorry, I cannot do that. I cannot walk down the stairs because this knee is not real. This is not a real knee anymore. I had a surgery. And his back, he has a back surgery also. He's done 3 bypasses in his life. And this guy is not just a billionaire. His revenue is 10 billion baht per year. Grade 6 education, very poor, from a very poor boy to a very successful 74 years old with revenue over 10 billion baht per year. Is that successful? Yes. No doubt it is successful. But let me ask you this. If you can have 10 billion baht revenue per year, but you need to do 3 bypasses, would you like to have that life? Who wants it? Can I see the hands, please? Because you're not stupid, I know. And no, me either. If I want, I'm already making like 100 million baht in revenue per year, and I'm this tired. $1 billion? I must kill myself. Now, and I compare this with my future self here, with Unity diamonds, double diamonds, triple diamonds, crown diamonds, even royal crown diamond. The more money they have, the more time they have, and the better health they get. And most of them are semi-retired, and some of them are already fully retired within 3 to 5 years. Now, if you can choose between the first life and the second life, which one would you choose? Which one? Second, me too. I chose second life. That's number 1, success that can never stop. Number 2 is, I really like this word, time freedom. Time freedom. In conventional business, it's impossible to have time freedom. It's not hard, it's impossible. Because you put your money, you have bank money, you have fixed costs, you have employees, you have liabilities. Everywhere you go, they haunt you. No matter how rich you are, all these elements haunt you. Actually, for employees, you can't have time freedom anyway. But for self-employed, you think you have time freedom? Actually, and honestly, that's impossible. You want to check how you have time freedom or not? Can you turn off your cell phone? Can you turn off your cell phone for maybe 3 days? That's time freedom. If you have to keep looking at your phone, no time freedom. I know many billionaires in my life because some of my friends are, and I've interviewed hundreds of them. They answer their phones every 3 minutes. Even when they travel, they still answer their phones. But you see diamonds? They don't carry their phones. When they travel, they don't even bring their phones because it's 100% time freedom. And would you like that? Who likes that? May I see the hands, please? And this is what the project will give you. Financial freedom and time freedom and good health, okay? And let me share you my result. I've never shown this to anyone, so you guys are the first. Outside tap hand. Actually, I'm a very private person. I don't really like to share my stories much, okay? So, 3 years with Unicity, okay? I would separate my results into two things, tangible and intangible, okay? Let's start with tangible. Stuff that you can touch. Tangible things. That was my bag, my diesel bag before I joined this business. It's cost me maybe $200, and this is my bag now. Bodega. I think it's about $3,500. Okay, and that's my watch before I joined the business, a Tag Heuer. I think it's about 1,000 US dollars, and this is my watch now. But I take the, I think it's around 35,000 US dollars. I've given hundreds, I would say thousands of interviews in my life, and a few of them are watch magazine. Recently, maybe 6 months ago, a watch magazine interviewed me. This is probably the most famous one. And the editor, the owner, interviewed me himself, okay? He asked me the same question that he asks everyone. What is a watch to you? What does a watch mean to you? And he said that my answer, he's never heard it anywhere else in the world. He's interviewed thousands of people. I told him that a watch is a tool that I use so that in the future I'll never have to look at my watch again. How many of you wear watches? This is what you do, right? Oh, it's time for lunch. Oh, I'm late for work. It's time for pick up my kids. Oh, it's time to see a doctor. I have to hurry. You always have to look at your watch if you're still on the active income side. But if this project, within 3 to 5 years, you'll never have to look at your watch again. Would you like to join us?
Yeah.
Would you like to join us?
Yeah.
Who wants to join us? Let me see your hands, please. And you've come to the right place. This is just one of the things, okay? Now, okay, what else? Bags, watches, and cars, okay? That was my car. Do you guys have that here? A Toyota Fortuner. And this is my current car. You know how much it cost me? One signature. Only one signature when I applied for Unicity. But I don't really drive it. This is not my dream car, okay? This one is my dream car. In the back. It's a van. It is my dream car because I like to sit in the back, you know, watch my favorite TV shows and series. I have a driver. So basically I bought this Bentley to take photos. Back in the days, I used to think people who can buy this car, not only he has to be so rich, he has to be so stupid also. What kind of a person would invest this much for something that depreciates every day? But when you have massive passive income, you don't really care. And I bought this car for you guys, for all the Unicity and UniPower members and partners. If you guys, just so you guys can mention this once a day, that's worth it. Yeah. Now, let's take a look at the intangible things, okay? Happy Life Project. a Happy Life Foundation. When I was 19, I started to make money, right? I was walking in a mall, and there was a UNICEF booth. So they asked me if I wanted to sponsor a child to school. So I said, yes, sure. I asked, how much? It's $100 per year. Only. And that's enough for one child to go to school for a year. Some of you, 3 meals, that's already $100, right? So I told myself that I would add one more every year. So I'm 36 now, so I have about 15 people that I support to school. So recently I asked myself, now that I have this many people, many kids, why not start my own foundation? So I'm gonna name it Happy Life Foundation. Do you know why? Well, because the money comes from Happy Life Project. And you know, the more beautiful thing is, if I use my own money from active income side, when I die, money stops. And these kids can no longer go to school. But for passive income, even if I'm gone, they can still go to school. It was taken recently. I went with my friends, my team members, and that's my mom next to me. And okay, I've recently written a book with a company that specializes in stocks, and they're actually the number one a company that teaches about stocks investing. It's in Thai, it's called เหนื่อยชั่วคราวสบายชั่วโคตร but in English I'm gonna call it Retired by 40. Okay? It teaches people how to retire young and become financially free within a few years. Okay? And I'm one of the persons who've done, trust me, I've done all the passive income in my life, everywhere I can. I invest in stocks, dividends, real estate, internet marketing, I've done it all. And I can tell you this information now that is not in the book. That you need the right vehicle. If you don't have the vehicle, financial freedom is just a dream, not a goal. It will never happen to you. Definitely not this life. But with Unicity, this can happen to you within 3 to 5 years. Okay? Now, all this results, both tangible and intangible, I couldn't have got it all without my partners. Partner one is Unicity. You guys live up to the slogan and more. You do make life better, not just health. You provide better wealth, massive passive income, so that people can become financially free. People can become and have time freedom and have good health. Now give it up for Unicity. The right vehicle for you. And all this knowledge that I've written in the book and I'm sharing with you today, this is not my MBA knowledge. This is unique power knowledge. Give it up for unique power. The system that educates you how to be happy 100%, not just to make money. And anyone can do it. And my team members, my uplines, without them, I wouldn't be here. And I have to thank them for standing for me, helping me, educating me, teaching me, putting up with me all these years. My first outlines, he's so nice of him to be here with me. He's flown all the way from Bangkok, Thailand. Now please give a big round of applause for Kun Bell. Thank you, brother. Thank you for helping us since day one. Thank you for showing me the plan. And another outline of mine, she cannot be here today, but I know that her heart's with me. She's the youngest diamond in the world. Now, please give a big hand for presidential diamond, Kun Pepsi. And one more. I have to thank this person, this gentleman. He's a living legend. He's a living proof that there is such a result as 100% happiness. And he's the one who started all the Unipower system and this knowledge. First ever Royal Crown Diamond in the world, Kunjo Shri Kim. Thank you, Kun Bell. Thank you, Pepsi. Thank you, Kun Jo, for your love and support. I have a few photos. I'm almost done, okay? I have a few photos I would like to share with you, and please take a good look. This is 2006 in Thailand, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, and 2012. When I started, there were only a few cars. These photos are so obvious that with or without you, Unity will grow. Would you agree with me that with or without you, Unity will grow? Who agrees with me? The more important question is, are you going to watch it grow? Are you going to just watch it grow or grow with it? Watch it grow or grow with it? Who's going to grow with it? Let's grow with it and retire with it, okay? Now, finally, conclusion. Actually, the person who told me this is my outline, Kun Bell. He showed me that a happy person needs to have 5 things in life. And I agree with him. First, that person must have financial freedom. You don't need a lot of money, but you need financial freedom. No concern about money. Agree? Yes. 2, time freedom. Weekends, your holidays are not just Saturday and Sunday. It should be any day you like. Time freedom. Good health. Great health. Number 4, you must be able to enjoy it with your loved ones. Number 5, for a long, long time. Now, would you agree with me that if you miss just one, you're not really a happy person or a lucky person? Let's try, okay? You have financial freedom. You have time freedom. But you have cancer. Happy? No. Now let's try this. You have financial freedom. You have time freedom. You have great health. But your loved ones are gone. Are you happy? No. Let's try this then. You have financial freedom, time freedom, great health with your loved ones. But just for a short period of time, and then you die. Or they die. Is that happiness? No. If you ask me what this project will give you, it will give you these 5 things. And who wants these 5 things? Can I see your hands, please? And if any of you say it, please. You want this? Yes or yes? Yes. And you want these 5 things? Yes. You want these 5 things, right? Yes. And may these 5 things become your result within 3 to 5 years. Thank you very much. Thank you.